Hey everyone, Coach Investor back to another video for you today. So if you clicked on this video, either you are very interested in this topic or you're definitely not bored out of your mind when it comes to new AI announcements, new products, software, you name it. Now in this case, I want to talk about Microsoft and an announcement that they made not recently actually. They made this announcement 5 months ago. And we're talking here about Microsoft Designer. Yes, it is a product that is coming for Adobe's and Canva's business. Now, I'm not saying that Adobe and Canva are going out of business anytime soon, no. But it just shows how powerful a company like Microsoft is. They're releasing AI features, software products week after week, month after month. It's truly incredible. And of course, since it is Microsoft, they can always put it in the Office 365 bundle. Now, when it comes to that bundle, of course, there are some concerns about anti-competitiveness, right? Since it is a bundle and they can just come out with any copycat software out there and put it in the bundle, underprice the overall market. They did this with Teams. They do this with a lot of things as well. For example, Microsoft Loop. Maybe you're out of the loop, so let me loop you in here. So it's a new software, a new product that they came out. Maybe not so new for some of you, but basically it will compete with the likes of Notion. And yes, it is a new app in Microsoft 365. It combines a canvas with portable components that stay in sync across Microsoft 365 apps, which is something that was lacking before, in my opinion. It is a co-creation experience that brings together teams, content, and tasks. It is designed for the hybrid world and allows you to think, plan, and create together. So of course, for those of you that are familiar with the likes of Notion, maybe even Trello, and maybe in the extreme case also Monday.com. Yes, these are softwares that are used to work together, plan together, co-create stuff like that. And again, Microsoft comes in with a software of its own, put it into the bundle of 365, of course, underpriced everybody else. Maybe that's one way to take away some customers from one of those companies, one of those products, and just merge them with the products that are already using PowerPoint, Excel, Teams, Outlook, you name it. And so yes, even giants like Alphabet have raised some concerns with regards to that anti-competitiveness. But in this video, I do want to make the case for Canva, for Adobe as well, and then present you the Microsoft Designer. I'm still on the waiting list, so I'll have to show you the general video that is available on YouTube and on their website. But let's first start with Canva. So Canva has introduced a suite of new brand management products and AI-powered design tools focused on helping entire workplaces streamline their content. The new tools are built to help teams and organizations of all shapes and sizes to communicate visually and produce content at a large scale. Canva's AI capabilities include a search function that uses AI to understand the user's design needs and suggest relevant templates. Additionally, its auto design feature uses AI to create a custom design based on the user specifications. Canva can now generate custom templates thanks to AI. Canva has also unveiled generative AI tools that feature text to image, AI-powered presentations, and more. With its new tools, Canva harnesses the power of generative AI models such as ChatGPT and image generator Stable Diffusion to offer its 125 million users new capabilities for designing, content writing, animation, and video editing. And so, of course, let's jump into Canva. So everything I just said here is basically written in this presentation. And yes, this picture right here, the laptop with the coffee in a coffee shop on a desk, this is text to image. This is generated by Canva, not by Google, not by me, not by Midjourney or whatever. This is generated by Canva itself. Now, if you click on the text right here, you can see this Canva assistant here at the bottom right. You click on that and then there is something new here, Magic Write. Summarize text, rewrite, edit with Magic Write, expand text, then effects, font sizes, etc. So let's say we think this is a bit too much. Summarize text. We click on that. What happens? Ta-da! Summarized everything I just said. Pretty cool. Now, if you think this is not good enough, you can always go and say rewrite, and it will basically rewrite what was written here. Now, let's say you're going abroad or you're speaking to people that maybe do not understand English. Well, you're in luck because there is a new feature, translate. So you click on translate, automatically detects. So translate to, let's say, Dutch. So we click on Dutch. Then the page is page 1. You click on translate, and in a matter of seconds, all of your slide here, in my case, all this paragraph is now translated to Dutch. Now, for those of you that don't like text, are more into logos, you're in luck. Because me and my friend, the AI, created some logos for the merch that we have in the merch store. By the way, link down in the description. Nice little plug here. Anyways, the monkey business one. You have a new type of animation that you can create here in Canva. So you go basically on animate and then create animation. Instead of having different keys and cuts, you can basically take this image and you can see the purple line here. You go into circles, let's say, and then you release it. Ta-da! Your image moves just the way you wanted it. Of course, there's much more to it. I'm not going to make a whole video promoting Canva here, but I am promoting the new logos for the merch here. Again, nice little plug. Now, before we jump into the Microsoft part of this video and the Adobe one as well, if you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, would really appreciate that. And if you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. So let's talk about Microsoft Designer. So Microsoft Designer is a graphic design tool in Microsoft 365 that lets users make custom invitations, digital postcards, and other materials using the same artificial intelligence technology as DALL-E 2. Designer detects pictures, charts, or tables on a slide and gives you several suggestions for arranging them in a cohesive, attractive layout. Designer can turn text such as lists, processes, or timelines into an easily readable graphic. You can use your own images or Designer's AI option to get started easily and customize any design. And yes, of course, this is included in the Microsoft 365 ecosystem. So if you're paying for that, you should get access to it whenever it becomes available to everyone. It's a simple and fun web and mobile tool you can use for free to design great looking visual content that stands out. And of course, when you look at it, you can't help but notice that it is pretty similar to what Adobe has announced with regards to Adobe Firefly. Of course, Adobe still has every other product out there, Premiere Pro, Illustrator, lots of others that I don't actually use. But again, this just shows you if Microsoft really wants to, it can come after a lot of these software offerings. Now, for example, you can go on Bing, right? If you're not using Bing, you can go on Bing and there is their own, Bing image generator powered by DALL-E. So yes, the notorious BIG on a hippo, and these are the pictures that I get here. Of course, I asked for other prompts as well, but I think it did a pretty good job. If you used DALL-E before, I think you know the results are pretty good. Now, when I go to Adobe Firefly, for example, I put the exact same prompt here, and this is what I got. Definitely not the same, although the hippo looks nice and all. Of course, you can change here different content types, graphic, photo, art, for example, pretty cool, but not really what I was looking for or asking, although pretty neat pictures. And Adobe also announced something similar to Canva, similar to Microsoft Designer, not something you need to download, but web-based, Adobe Express. And so Adobe Express basically looks like this. Yes, I created this. This is a picture from Adobe Firefly. You can copy, paste it since it's pretty easy comparable here. And of course, there will probably be an integration sooner rather than later where Adobe Firefly is integrated into Adobe Express here. This is again on the web, pretty easy. It is in the Creative Cloud subscription if you're paying for that. At the beginning, it asks you if you're familiar with designing stuff like that, their products. I believe if you're not familiar, they're going to help you out way more. But if you are, then this here is pretty easy to use. But then again, if you are pretty familiar, you're probably using Creative Cloud and you're using all the different things there separately: Illustrator, Lightroom, After Effects, Photoshop, etc., etc. But basically, what's written here is what's Adobe Express. So let's zoom in a bit. So Adobe Express is a cloud-based graphic designing software that allows users to create high-quality designs. It's an online and mobile app that you can use to create and edit graphics, PDFs, photos, videos, and more. It includes plenty of templates, access to Adobe stock photos, and easy-to-use editing tools. Adobe Express lets you quickly and easily create standout social graphics, flyer, logos, posters, labels, invitations, business cards, and more on mobile and web with our intuitive content maker. Adobe Express is included in the Creative Cloud All Apps plan. So it's not the cheap one. I think it's $30, $35 or something like that. And yes, this text is AI generated, summarized, put it in bullet points, etc. And yes, of course, we can't forget our friends at Google. They have a similar thing, let's say, but that's still behind closed doors. Only select few people can use it, and that's called Imagen or something like that. So the same thing here, text to image, and they generate an image, which I think looks pretty cool. Again, with the knowledge, the data, the database that actually Google is working from, this is a no-brainer in my opinion. Again, this is still behind closed doors, and we come back to the same point we mentioned in the last video. Google, Alphabet are leaders in AI, right? There's no doubt about that. But they have been sleeping at the wheel when it comes to releasing products and software. I know from insiders that people that work at Google, they say they rather wait a little bit but come out with a product that is 99 to 100% done instead of coming out with a product that is 75% done, and then maybe they'll have issues, legal or just product-wise. So okay, but still they have something that's called Imagen. Whenever that will become available to the broader public, I don't know. So to conclude, and going back to the Microsoft point of this video, Microsoft Designer, of course, still very, very under the radar. There's also Clipchamp on your computer if you have Windows. It's a video editing software which you get for free. Not a lot of people know about this, and I'm sure they do something with AI when it comes to that. I think they did something with Loop. Again, when it comes to Microsoft, they can do so much with the software that they have because of that bundling power. Whether or not that will change in the future because of anti-competitiveness remains to be seen. But as you've seen, you can do a lot already with Microsoft Designer. Can you do as much as Adobe or Canva? No, not yet. I don't think they'll ever catch Adobe just yet because Adobe, well, it's their bread and butter. They do all of it. Canva, for example, since it is pretty easy to use, pretty low level, let's say, yes, I do think they might be in trouble if Microsoft really takes this serious. Of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below, because I know these are videos that take a bit longer, but if you enjoy these in-depth videos where I show off some software, etc., if you enjoy those things, let me know down in the comments below, and do hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you have not. Would really appreciate that, helps me out a lot, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.